Chumrip Su and welcome to VSO ICS Livelihoods Project in Tang Krasang, Cambodia. Tang Krasang is a small rural commune located in the central province of Kompong Thom. For most of the community, agriculture is the main source of income, with rice cultivation, fishing, and cattle raising dominating the sector. Despite this, many of the families rely on subsistence farming and fishing to feed their households, leaving them particularly vulnerable to environmental and anthropogenic stresses. As with other rural communities in Cambodia, Tang Krasang has a strong social hierarchy. This has led to issues such as gender and social exclusion within the community, resulting in a lack of youth participation in community initiatives, a lack of employment opportunities, and high gender inequality in school enrollment.
VSO ICS is a youth volunteering program with an overarching goal of tackling poverty and inequality across the globe. We believe that it is only when people step forward, either as local, national or global citizens, that sustainable change happens. By enabling people and, in turn, their organisations and communities to play a more active role in development, volunteering provides the means through which the essential preconditions for systemic and sustainable change can be realised.
Ownership, participation, empowerment and inclusion. This ICS project is a livelihoods project, which means that our team work to support communities to become more economically self-sufficient and resilient against natural and human-made shocks. Over a period of 11 weeks, a project officer, 2 team leaders, 8 UK volunteers and 10 Khmer volunteers worked as part of a socially and culturally diverse team to secure the livelihoods of youth in this community. By working closely with the community, we were able to identify and implement innovative solutions to development challenges.
We worked through 3 sub-teams: volunteering, entrepreneurship and employability. Each team had its own objectives, enabling us to effectively enhance youth capacity in the community to be active and independent. All sub-teams worked alongside each other to build a global network of citizens and communities engaged in the fight against poverty.
Volunteer live with a host family and campaign for the duration of the program, immersing themselves in community life, bucket server, sharing chores around the home, cooking and eating together. Volunteer became real member of the family.
One of the key networks established by the ICS team were youth clubs, based both in schools and in the community, which the team delivered training, awareness raising and facilitated peer education. The team built strong youth clubs with a clear structure to develop youth capacity, address issues for youth and community through collaboration, while also providing a safe and relaxed learning environment for youth to learn about business development, access to safe and decent employment and active citizenship.
The main aim of team entrepreneurship was to establish sustainable community networks to educate the youth on entrepreneurial knowledge using the Community-Based Enterprise Development, or CBED tool, which focuses on peer education to encourage an entrepreneurial mindset in the local youth. At our community-based youth club, the youth chat about creating a mobile library built by themselves and to be managed by themselves. They also receive book donations from the community. For marginalised members of the community, we set up a sewing group sponsored by the charity CSEP. This charity provides the sewing machines and fabric and buys back any clothes that members make. Not only does it teach them new skills, but is important to the community as it generates a new source of income for otherwise marginalised members of the community.
VSO ដែលបានបង្រៀនបើកការបង្រៀនដល់ប្រជាជនខ្មែរឲ្យមានចំណេះដឹងកាន់តែច្រើន
Welcome to the fishery community in Tang Krasang commune, Chombok village.
Entrepreneurship team have been working with the fisheries community to make their livelihoods more resilient and sustainable.
We implemented seabed training at the fisheries to assist the women with their businesses, giving them skills with their marketing and better customer service, as well as setting up a social media presence for the fisheries community to help them to advertise their businesses, particularly in other provinces where there is a huge market for their products.
The main aim of team employability was to improve youth access to safe and decent work through the vocational training institutions TVET and Caritas. TVET was implemented by the government to transform an unskilled workforce into a skilled workforce.
នៅឃុំភ្នៅយើងបានរៀបចំវគ្គមួយស្ដីពីការធ្វើចំណាក់ស្រុកនៅមជ្ឈមណ្ឌលបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលវិជ្ជាជីវៈគេហៅ TVET នៅអង្គការ Caritas យើងក៏បានធ្វើការជាមួយក្រុមសហគ្រិនភាពដើម្បីប្រមូលផ្ដុំសមាគមដើម្បីបង្កើតមជ្ឈមណ្ឌលសិក្សានិងកន្លែងទីផ្សារសម្រាប់យុវជនក្នុងស្រុក
The employability team ran school youth clubs for grade 9 and 12 students. Here, students develop their soft skills, interview skills and practice CV writing, preparing them for life after education.
Nhữngក្រុមស្ម័គ្រចិត្តគឺបានតាក់ទងជាមួយសិស្សនៅ School Youth Club ហ្នឹងគឺយើងបានចែកលេខតាក់ទង soft skill មានតហ្នឹងគឺមានការទំនាក់ទំនងការធ្វើការចេះធ្វើការជាក្រុមទី3គឺការចេះដោះស្រាយបញ្ហាទី4យើងចែកលេខតាក់ទងពលរដ្ឋជាពលរដ្ឋសកម្មហើយនឹងភាពតាក់ទងនឹង5ហ្នឹងគឺយើងធ្វើយើងចែកលេខresilient យ៉ា
ជំរាបសួរខ្ញុំឈ្មោះនីសាខ្ញុំតំណាងឲ្យក្លឹបយុវជននៅក្នុងសាលាវិទ្យាល័យកំពង់ថ្មនេះជាដំបូងយើងបានដំណាក់កាលដំបូងដែលយើងបានធ្វើជាមួយធីមអង្គការ VSO នេះយើងបានដើរមើលពីបញ្ហានៅជុំវិញសាលាបទរៀនរបស់យើងបន្ទាប់មកយើងបានរៀបចំគម្រោងដែលយើងគួរធ្វើយើងបានជ្រើសរើសពីបញ្ហាដែលនៅក្នុងសាលារបស់យើងមានបន្ទាប់មកយើងបានលើកយកគម្រោងបន្ទប់ទឹកនេះជាគម្រោងដើម្បីយើងអនុវត្តសម្រាប់សាលារបស់យើងជាបន្ទាប់មកយើងបានទៅសួរលោកនាយកដើម្បីរកពីថវិកាដើម្បីឲ្យពួកយើងបានធ្វើបន្ទប់ទឹកនេះប៉ុន្តែបន្ទាប់មកពួកយើងបានរៀនអង្គាសពីសិស្សានុសិស្សដែលរៀននៅក្នុងវិទ្យាល័យនេះទាំងមូលដើម្បីចូលរួមជាថវិកាដើម្បីឲ្យពួកយើងបានធ្វើនៅគម្រោងនេះ
Students from both the school and community-based youth clubs also identified plastic pollution as an issue in their schools and local market, devising and managing community-based solutions. Youth from the community club built a garden at the local school to encourage other students to care for the environment.
ខ្ញុំបានឈ្មោះយានរថីជាសិស្សវិទ្យាល័យតាំងកសាំងថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំមានអារម្មណ៍សប្បាយចិត្តណាស់ដែលបានមកដាំផ្កានៅក្នុងសាលាចំនួន5ថ្នាក់ហើយការជាច្រើនអាចមានសម្បូរទៅដោយអត្ថប្រយោជន៍ វាមានទួនាទីខុសៗគ្នានៅពេលដែលពួកយើងអាចមាន stress នៅពេលសិក្សាយើងក៏អាចចេញមកក្រៅដើម្បីទស្សនាវាដើម្បីលំហែកម្សាន្តធ្វើឲ្យខួរក្បាលរបស់ពួកយើងបានទូស្បើយហើយវាអាចធ្វើឲ្យសម្បូរទៅដោយអុកស៊ីហ្សែនដែលអាចជួយដង្ហើមរបស់ពួកយើងបានល្អហើយបន្ទាប់មកការទាំងនេះវាសម្បូរទៅដោយចម្រោះពណ៌ជាច្រើនដែលពួកយើងអាចដាំវាដើម្បីលម្អតាមថ្នាក់ដើម្បីបង្កើតសោភ័ណភាពសាលារបស់ពួកយើងឲ្យកាន់តែប្រសើរឡើង
Both youth clubs organised the implementation of plastic recycling bins in their school and wider community, raising awareness about land and water pollution.
នេះគឺជាសកម្មភាពក្នុងការធ្វើធុងសម្រាមរបស់ក្រុមយុវជនយើងខ្ញុំសម្រាប់ដាក់សម្រាមផ្លាស្ទិកនៅក្នុងសាលារៀនរបស់យើងដើម្បីថែរក្សាបរិស្ថាននិងសូមផ្ដាំផ្ញើដល់បងប្អូនប្រជាពលរដ្ឋទាំងអស់គ្នាឲ្យជួយថែរក្សាបរិស្ថាននៅតាមទីសាធារណៈក៏ដូចជានៅតាមទីនានានេះគឺធុងសម្រាប់ដាក់ផ្លាស្ទិកសូមចូលរួមថែរក្សាបរិស្ថាននិងសូមជួយកាត់បន្ថយថង់ផ្លាស្ទិក
Halfway through the cycle, the team ran a large event at Phang Commune to raise awareness and take action against plastic pollution. Over 100 students took part in the protest march throughout the communities, led by the commune chief and school director.
Between the hours of working hard in and out the office, the team always found time to enjoy the community and each other. In Cambodia, food is a big part of social activities and much of our free time revolved around cooking and eating together.
On social days, volunteers participated in community traditions such as attending ceremonies at the pagoda. Venturing beyond the community involved our much-loved cattle truck rides. Whether climbing mountains or exploring ancient temples, playing sports or mazing around markets, we never failed to keep the team in good spirits. All teams took part in a community action day, meeting with communal authorities prior to the event to identify community needs and devise a collaborative solution. Entrepreneurship team focused on women's empowerment, focusing on opportunities in education and as leaders in their community, reaching out to community members and students alike.
ការផ្ដល់អំណាចដល់ស្ត្រីនិងក្មេងស្រីពិតជាមានភាពសំខាន់ដើម្បីផ្លាស់ប្ដូរជីវវិជ្ជមានក្នុងសង្គមនិងសហគមន៍ទាំងមូលជាពិសេសកម្ពុជាតែម្ដង
ចិត្តសប្បាយរីករាយហើយមានការចាប់អារម្មណ៍យ៉ាងច្រើនចំពោះការលើកកម្ពស់របស់ស្ត្រីហើយនឹងក្មេងស្រីហើយជាពិសេសនាងខ្ញុំមានចិត្តចង់លើកកម្ពស់ខ្លួនឯងដែររាល់ថ្ងៃព្រោះនាងខ្ញុំរាល់ថ្ងៃកំពុងតែទន់ជ្រាយចា
Opportunities for people with disabilities was an issue addressed by the employability team. This worked alongside VSO's project objective of developing sustainable and resilient livelihoods for marginalised members of the community. Volunteering team took charge of addressing the issue of menstrual hygiene. The volunteers partnered up with Mary Stopes to raise awareness about women's rights surrounding this issue, a topic often disregarded in such communities. Students took part in several activities, making solidarity bracelets and trying out a yoga session as pain management exercise. We are incredibly proud of our achievements. By working together, volunteers and community, we have taken important steps towards fighting poverty and inequality. We hope that the youth of Tang Krasang will continue to grow, to make their voices heard and to rise as future leaders in Cambodia.